Today I want to show you an online presentation technique that can help you to be less boring, which I know for some of us, that's a challenge in and of itself, but this is just a small way to help that. So the technique that I use that I actually do not suggest you use is these cards. And so what I want to do is I want to explain to you why I use these cards. My suggestion is you use something like this. Probably not cards. This is something that I do. You can choose a whole bunch of different things, but there's a reason why I use these cards. The very simple answer is to keep myself from being boring. Now, there's two ways that I tend to be boring on these things. And for some reason, these cards are all stuck together today. And so I'm going to see if I can make them be a little less so. So number one, these cards keep me organized and focused. So one of the problems I have, and this is just a personal issue, but it may be yours too, is that if I don't have something that keeps me organized, I tend to wander. My stories become longer. I make side journeys off into these different things, and you just have to face the facts. Wandering is boring. People want to hear the answer quickly and then going on. And so focusing, these cards basically become my outline for what I'm going to say. And they cause me to focusing, and focusing gives you better content for your audience. And so you, as a person watching this, get better content because I use these cards. Number two, it literally helps you become less boring. So science has found that people can only watch a human face for so long before they have to be distracted. That time is less than 10 seconds. It's 6 to 8 seconds is the amount of time that someone can watch a face continuously before they start getting bored. And what ends up happening is when they get bored of watching your face, their brain goes with it. And so cards give you focus relief. They give you something to cause you not to focus on my eyes and my mouth, but actually to focus on a card that comes up. And so what ends up happening is when I don't have a card, tension builds up, and that can last for 6 to 8, 10 seconds. And then putting up a new card or taking the card down resets the brain clock and the attention, the boredom clock, if you want to call it that, and causes people to be able to continue to focus on you. And one of the things that ends up happening is where the eyes go, the brain tends to follow. So if you're watching me and I'm talking and I'm just a talking head, think about news programs. This is the reason they have things in the background and things moving around them and everything else like that. You go, hey, look at that flower back there. I wonder how he got that. Or look at that bush back there. You know, you start going all over the place. And what ends up happening is that creates boredom. And when you get bored and your eyes go someplace else, your brain tends to follow. So you're less paying attention to what I'm saying. And this is especially true because most of the places where this video or any kind of live training or video training you do tend to be on social media. And so the social media surrounds your message with ads and other things that are more interesting to click on. And so it's almost immediately causing people to leave your video and go someplace else. So whatever mechanism you choose, whether it's cards or there's a reason why on Instagram and TikTok, they've got these little words that show up on the screen. That's the exact same effect that they're working with. We're trying to fight boredom, attention fatigue of looking at a human face for a certain amount of time. Now, it helps if you're drop dead gorgeous, which is a strike against me. So people aren't wanting to look at me for a long period of time. And so if you're a little bit more gorgeous, they might watch you for another second or two before they get bored. But you got to have something, no matter how beautiful you are, to focus people's attention. So do something to break the boredom, whatever that tool is to break that boredom. And it helps if it's something that can help you stay focused at the same time. So what technique are you going to use? Do you find these things valuable? Let me know in the comments. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.